Hey everyone, it's Lucas here. I'm one of the co-founders of Pacific Empire. Now, as we're about to move into the next phase of Pacific Empire, phase 1, we have a lot of big kind of announcements and releases coming. But since we're in that kind of in-between time, I wanted to put something out there to show you guys. This is a project that we worked on quite a while ago, actually, probably about a year ago. We were thinking about releasing, some merch to go along with the releases that we had on Pacific Empire, up to that point. But we kind of dialed everything in and decided to just kind of focus on our music and the brand. So this project ended up getting scrapped and cancelled. But I think there are some really cool moments in there and we have some interesting interviews. So I kind of wanted to share some of this anyway. Keep in mind when you're watching all the clips that, this is a project that didn't even make it to the draft phase, It's very unfinished, it's very raw. There are a lot of shots that are blurry, audio that's kind of iffy, there's a lot of problems with it. Not saying that our other videos aren't like that at points as well, but this one didn't even make it to the cutting room floor, so just keep that in mind when you're watching it. I thought it was really cool though, and I did want to share with you guys a little bit of behind the scenes. So, I hope you enjoy, and keep your eyes peeled because we have some really, really awesome announcements coming up. So Alex and I, Alex, Reese and I, as a group, just had kind of this group conversation about what we're going to be doing with the label in the future. What are we doing?
We're making money.
Are we making money?
We're gonna kind of change our vision slightly, and kind of point more towards the actual selling of physical things to people. Physical things. What does that encompass?
Yeah. What does that actually mean?
That actually means we're going to be making some streetwear, some merchandise, Pacific Empire stuff, sample packs, and all sorts of other things. Going to be making merch, sample packs and things, and just kind of selling them for you guys. Yeah, I'm not really good at selling this.
It's interesting because I feel like in this kind of pivot that we're making, we're going to have to do a lot of learning.
Yeah, it's a big learning curve.
Because it's like, I know a bit about merch and selling merch, and a bit about sample packs and stuff like that. But if we're going to really combine it all, it is going to, especially some of the designs that we talked about doing, especially feel like personal as the Flute brand. It's like, I don't know how we're going to pull it off.
Yeah, no, for sure. We'll figure out how to pull it off.
Okay.
I think.
Surely that's good, right? Surely that's a video. I want to get an idea of what other people are doing. So I figure let's pull up some other record labels, some artists, and have a look at what their merch looks like. So we're here down at the Alt Marketing offices. I'm going to talk to one of my homies, David.
Hey guys, welcome to Meet the Business Tuesday. We're joined by Lucas.
Lucas Devotion, hello.
Lucas Devotion.
Thank you for having me on. He used to run a merch business. He's very familiar with merch and making merch and stuff like that. So I'm going to go chat to him and kind of find out some of the dirty little deets about what's going on. I'm a little nervous for this, to be honest. And is there anything on the back? Just a logo. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Logo on the front, logo on the back, $70.
Hey man.
Hello. How's it going, Alt Marketing team?
Come on in.
How we do a little bit. How's it going, guys? Oh my gosh.
How are you?
I haven't seen the new setup yet. It's beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah, we did a podcast. Not even.
I may interrupt in the podcast.
Grab a seat.
How's it going? I'm Lucas, bro. I'm Lucas, bro.
Hey man,
Chris, nice to meet you. I'll steal this one. Thank you. Oh my gosh, look at this setup. You meet a girl on Tinder, right? You guys go out for a date. It's going great. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's funny. Then you get back to her house. She's got a doormat that says, "I hope you like Taylor Swift. The reason I want to come in today,
Yeah.
Talk to you.
I was just saying the voice of that.
I want to talk to you about kind of like merch
Yes.
and your experience with it, your history with it.
Yeah.
I'm curious, I guess, about the process and kind of the numbers
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah.
Once again, logo in the pocket of the tee, and I imagine, there's one on the back as well. So this is a reoccurring theme that we're seeing over and over. You put the logo on the front of the tee, and then you put one on the back. Let's say I wanted to print a T-shirt that had something on the front and the breast pocket and something on the back.
Yeah.
Like, how much would just like a stock standard basic quality T-shirt be without the printing?
Without the printing.
Yeah.
About $5.
What kind of shirt are they using here? Gildan Hammer. So it's just like a basic tee.
To give a quick example, the guy that I will always remember dealing with about a year ago, he had a brand that he had established, a personal brand, and he was selling hoodies for $120.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, that's up there, right?
So I can get that shirt that they were printing on here for $9.40. The more you order, the
Exactly.
cheaper it is. I get over 500, I get it for $7.70. So we'll say about $9. I can get that shirt for $9. How much does printing cost? Do you know how much how much it cost him to print a hoodie?
Normal price, like $50, $60 kind of thing.
$60. So he was making $60 per
Yeah.
hoodie he sold.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if not more. Probably more.
I have a feeling they're making a shit ton of profit off pocket logo, back logo. Well, I mean, we definitely have to do a shirt where it's just something on the pocket and something on the back. We wouldn't be a record label if we didn't do it. When you're charging $40 for a t-shirt, that's potentially like a $15, $20 profit margin.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's $35. That's $60. How much is this? $95? Back. The logo. That $220. This is Basement. Basement is it's like geared for like musicians and producers. It's like really cool. It's so cool that even my friends that aren't cool wear it. You know what I mean? Like, I have cool friends and they wear Basement. And I have uncool friends and they wear Basement. That's how cool it is. It's like the champion of the New Zealand music scene. This is a shirt that says, "We will figure it out." That's steezy though. Look at that, Basement Music Therapy. $60. They are really cool. They are really, really cool. I think it would be really interesting to like talk to the guy who owns this. Because they're obviously doing something right.
So Basement is like a New Zealand local music, like underground music community label, basically. It's a brand of the club music, basically. Like Basement was like kind of started as an event that focused on like SoundCloud music and producers. And like I was like a big fan of a bunch of local producers, and I wanted to bring everyone together in one place. So that's the reason I kind of started, rather than just doing DJ, like focusing on my DJ career. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that was kind of my passion project I've been wanted to do for a long time. So merch is maybe part, like it's part of my like creative outlet. Say, as I mentioned, Basement was my passion project, and merch is like streetwear or fashion, is something I've been really interested into as as kind of as same as music. And I always wanted to, create like clothing, or wanted to do a brand like clothing label or something.
Yeah.
But it's kind of big commitment of just doing starting our own clothing label. So Basement kind of worked out really well, so I can do merch and just do my other side of creative outlet, like the clothing stuff. Yeah.
How does that process kind of work for you? Like, do you have someone offshore or in New Zealand who prints the shirts for you? Do you do it yourself? How does that kind of work?
So very simple structure. Just I do design.
Mm-hmm.
Then my local screen printer just basically source the body, and they print it onto that body and deliver it to me. Then I run the e-commerce, so online website, and all my stock is with me. Then I just deliver one by one with my hands, and that's it.
How does that handoff kind of work? So,
like the ordering sequence?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the key, right? Like, is how, in like any retail situation, if you're having to pre-order, not pre-order, but bulk order before you've got sales, and that's when the problem arises, right?
Yeah.
That's when you can have the situation of like, an excess amount of certain sizes that you haven't sold through. So, I guess that's the dilemma. But generally speaking, if you're ordering merch, then you just maybe order pre-designate the amount of sizes that you need.
So do you have to kind of buy all the sizes and different styles up front and then wait for the orders to come in, or do you order them as you get orders from the e-com?
Yeah, I do both.
Okay.
So definitely, like, people who wanted to start, merch business or merch for your brand or band or whatever, probably pre-order is the best way, because you can get the upfront, money, and you can just like make whatever you get ordered. But in my situation, I normally do both. So I'll kind of, order estimate amount of this is maybe what I would sell in over the course of, say, 2 to 3 months. And same time when I starting order, I'm taking pre-order as well, like maybe close friends, to kind of reduce the risk of not like holding too much stock.
What do you think makes a good design for a t-shirt? Like, what have you noticed in all the time that you've spent doing this? What has set the best sellers and the ones that people really liked apart from all the ones that didn't do so well?
I definitely like, you need to do like a research a lot, and like brainstorm and all that kind of stuff. But like your merch could be anything, it doesn't have to be t-shirts or hoodie, or could be anything else, like just I said, cup or like a bottle opener or rug or something. Can be anything. If like a narrative is there, like good merch has like cohesive theme and idea of the brand. Like your merchandise, it is on the extension line of your brand identity. You know what I mean? Like, so your product, your merch, your products gotta be relevant to your story, you have as a brand. So like when I make something, when I design something, making sure that like stuff I'm making and brand identities are harmonized in a sense. You know what I mean? So I always think about that and just think, outside the box. As I said, merch can be anything. You don't have to make what other people make. If something that's related to you, or your story of your brand or identity, then you should make something instead of what other people making. Yeah, so that's something I really, think about when I'm making stuff. It's really easy to copy, like successful idea and make rundown version of it. But do you really want to do it? Do you really want to do someone's rundown version of something?
Once again, logo in the pocket of the T, and I imagine, yep, there's one on the back as well. So this is a reoccurring theme that we're seeing over and over. You put the logo on the front of the T, and then you put one on the back. Logo on the pocket of the T, and then a logo at the back. Right now we're on Tekashi 69's merch page. It's going good. It's going great. He's got lots of interesting, fascinating designs. Tekashi 69 strikes again. So, as a label or a company or even just an artist that wants to kind of get their feet in the game and start making merch, what do you think are the biggest things to watch out for? What are the biggest pitfalls that we're probably going to encounter along the way?
I guess I already covered that part, but yeah, the narrative part.
Yeah.
And also, that kind of do a research. Yeah, like doing the research is the key. Like talk to friends and fans and find out what your friends and fans are into, and like discover what their needs instead of just making stuff you want. That's only what you want, and it's only works only sometimes, like your music can be like that, your music is like you should make something you want to make, but merch it's just a different aspect of business that's coming into your art. So research is definitely key, like super important. So yeah, like firstly you need to figure out why you want to make merch, and then figure out what you want that time and just find a good balance. And if it's easiest stuff to make is t-shirts or hoodies, and then just like don't make too much, just use like those screen printers offer kind of pre-order system. I can just tell you, one of my screen printing company called the Locals, they do like they do like a kind of pre-order on their website, and once reached to that point, like say 10 t-shirts order came to their website, then they start making those 10 t-shirts and they deliver for you, from their factory to it directly, kind of those kind of style things. So definitely, if you are the beginner or startup or merch business, definitely do pre-order kind of style of selling. Otherwise, if you make a lot and no one's going to buy it, it's just pile up, all the stuff in your room, and you don't want to see it. Like you'll get so depressed. I experienced that. So yeah, definitely think about that.
All right.